Hola, por favor, and welcome to your daily dose of Fortnite. Today we're going to be doing another weapon review video. A few pieces of info before we get into the review. We'll be rating the weapon in 6 categories. DPS, which is damage per second. Effective range, which is basically how far away can you shoot a husk from and still do 100% of the weapon damage without any damage fall off. Ammo cost, how quickly are you burning through ammo when firing the weapon. Durability, how much damage can you do with the weapon before it breaks and you have to craft a new one. Impact, we're going to rate that on how much impact per second the gun does when you're firing it. And spread, which is basically the recoil and like the bullet grouping while aiming down the sights of the weapon. I'll be averaging the ratings into an overall rating and categorizing the weapon into one of 5 tiers. S tier is the top, amazing weapon, exceptional or above average in every category. A tier, great weapon, above average in most categories. B tier, good overall weapon, but may have a few drawbacks. C tier, below average weapon, underperforms in most categories. D tier, low quality weapon, would not recommend using unless you just really like it. A few disclaimers, the DPS numbers for the weapons I use come from White Sushi's spreadsheet. He's a user on Reddit. I'll put a link in the description of the video to that spreadsheet so you can take a look for yourself. And all the numbers I'm using come from the base weapon stats with no perks or hero stats or bonuses added to them. All the averages that I'm comparing the weapon numbers to are based on the 9 standard non-event shotguns. I will also put a list of those shotguns in the description of the video as well. Okay, so let's take a look at the Thunderbolt. This is what the model looks like in the game. Here's what it looks like when firing. You can see that it has a huge reticle. That's because its range is so low. Right now, half a tile away from this wall, that is the max effective range for this weapon. And what that means is you'll have to be standing this close to the husks in order to do 100% weapon damage and impact to them. Alright, let's get into the rankings. Its DPS is 339, which is exceptional, well above the average for shotguns of 278. So we're going to give that a 5 out of 5. Its effective range is only 0.5 tiles, which is pretty poor. So we're going to give that a 1 out of 5. Its ammo cost is 180 bullets per minute, which is about average for a shotgun. So we're going to give that a 3 out of 5. Its durability is 61,000 damage per gun, which is pretty poor. The average for shotguns is about 120,000 damage per gun. So we're going to give that a 1 out of 5. Its impact per second is 2,700, which is exceptional. The average is about 1,300 for shotguns, so we're going to give that a 5 out of 5. And its spread is 0.27, which is a little above average for a shotgun. The average for shotguns is 0.46, so we're going to give that a 4 out of 5. If we average all those together, we get an overall ranking of 3.2 out of 5, and that puts us in Tier B, which is a good overall weapon but may have a few drawbacks. Its positives are its DPS and its impact, and its negatives are its effective range and durability. My overall thoughts on it are it's not a great all-around shotgun, but it does great damage at close range and excels at knocking back husks due to its high impact. That wraps up my Thunderbolt review. As always guys, if you enjoy my videos, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification button so you'll always be notified when I release a new one. But other than that, thanks for watching and have a great day.